Hello, what's up? My name is Kendrick Celestine. Today in my video, I'm going to talk about the forbidden fruit and what I mean by the forbidden fruit. And basically, I'm going to talk about the forbidden fruit, what's going on back during the slavery days. You know, when the master could pretty much he could go around, he pretty much could control the slaves, make them do all the work, fix all the stuff, pretty much fix the slaves would pretty much create all the inventions, and the master would take full credit for all the parts, pretty much saying I'm your property, and during the slave days, right? When after during the Civil War when we fought during slavery, right? And pretty much the Civil War was pretty much we fought for pretty much like the North wanted to free the slaves because we have all the technology, and the South wanted to keep the slaves because they wanted to use it because they were making good benefits off the money. So there's pretty much because of the hard labor. So all those masters were doing the plantation. Well, they could have all the benefits. They didn't have to do work. They pretty much sit down, reap the benefits, and they pretty much could they could join with the wives and kids, and they could sleep with the slave women doing the slave whatever they wanted, as promiscuous, whatever. And some of them, when I look at doing after slavery ended, and during the Jim Crow during the Jim Crow laws. And I remember the white man and the black woman were free, so because they could rule out. So the white man he could sleep with a black woman, the woman who could sleep with a white man, she could pretty much could go back to her own community and go on like ain't nothing happened. If a black man would have sleep with a white woman, his pretty much he could get lynched and get hung and get mutilated from a whole crowd's audience. And I just look at this problem, and I look with the unfairness privilege law. When I see today in my generation now, right? What I see in today's generation, I see a lot of black men with whole different groups. And I'm just telling you, this has come from my experience, but what I'm seeing from my point of view, what's in my surroundings, for what's in my habitat. And when I'm looking now, I'm not seeing him with not one black sister. I see some with black sisters. I see a few of them with a couple black sisters. That's just rarely I ever see that. And that goes the same thing with a black woman. And every time I would see with a black woman, she be with other groups of men, but the only man she ain't gonna ever be with is with a black man. And I've noticed this, and this is getting my attention. And I'm not even surprised because I've been seeing this for so many years, and I feel like I have to address this sickness and mental illness out. And the reason this got my attention, it's like we really got a problem with each other, and I find it to be mentally ill. And whatever, like, you could talk about all this mixing, all the mixed, we put, like, I'm going to tell you, we put these mixed babies towards the feathers between dark-skinned babies and those, like, light-skinned and all different places. But when you put these mixed babies on these pedestals, you make it seem like they're more favorable to others like me. Put it like this. Let's just say, I'm married to a black woman. We've been married for a couple of years, and all of a sudden, we just pretty much, we got divorced. I moved on. I found somebody else. Let's say it was a white woman I married to, and they had a bunch of mixed children. And they say, okay, you want to think I'm going to favor all my mixed kids because I'm with a white woman and because all my kids come from a mixed woman, from a white woman, because my children are mixed from this white woman? No, I'm not. I'm going to love all my children, no matter what the color, what they are, what kind of, who I end up having a relationship with, or who I end up having children with. I'm still going to love my kids, even they're full breeds or half breeds. I'm going to love my children all combined, even on the level. Because all of them going to be my kids, no matter how I end up creating, how I end up raising them, they're going to be my children because they come from me. So I don't care how the way you look at this situation is no different. But I have a problem with this mental illness because there's a lot of problems. But in reality, we're all black people, so no matter how you look at it, so we're all black. We're just different. We just be called our different plexus of people. We be called like Negroes and slaves and black and all kinds. We be called Africans. We be called Ham. We be called Europeans. We be called all kinds of stuff during the back in the days. And I just want to talk about this. Like, look at my image. Just look how I look. Look how the way I look right now. And I talk about this because it was really on my mind and doing this stuff now. But what can black man ever rule somebody? What can he ever press anybody? Even he is the first man on this planet, but who can he ever rule anyone in his life? No one. He can never press anyone. He can't even press his own women. So I'm just going to tell you that from my experience. And even I grew up in a house, I'm going to tell you, I grew up in a household. Grew up in a house full of women. Women pretty much been much my leaders the whole time. And I'm not trying to be tearing out nobody, trying to defend nobody. And I ain't trying to be racist of like, well, actually, black people really can't be racist because we're the original people. So, actually, and I hate to not to point fingers, but you white people want to create racism. So I'm not going to lie about that. So, and this is a fact from history. So I'm just telling them what I know, what I did my research on. So you believe, I don't care how you look at it, there's nothing different. So don't come in with that mess. I will block and just delete that crap. I'm not going to tolerate that. So I just want to speak about this because it just really was on my mind, so I had to speak on this because I just can't ignore the reality and I just can't ignore the experience with what I pretty much dealt with on my daily basis. So anyway, this is the title of my video, the forbidden fruit. So anyway, like, dislike, comment down below, see what you think. I will continue making more later on in the future. You folks have a wonderful day. This is Kendrick Celestine, and I'm out.